just settle in, let go of the day. So, sitting in a comfortable position, whatever position that is, or lying down or walking, whatever suits you, just making sure that you're comfortable in a good place. And you could gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. And we'll take a few deep breaths just to begin with. And exhaling and letting go of the tension in your body. Just arriving here now in this group. Letting go of everything else. Maybe a few more deep breaths. It's been a long day. You can let go, let the body relax. Feeling yourself seated and supported. And if you're sitting in a chair, noticing your feet on the floor, feeling stable and balanced. Just letting the body settle, letting the thoughts settle. And we'll begin with a scan from the top of our head, moving slowly downward and just relaxing the muscles, relaxing the scalp and the forehead and brow. Letting your face muscles relax. And then your mouth and your tongue, your throat. Relaxing your neck and your shoulders. Maybe even pushing your shoulders down a bit more. Sometimes we don't realize that they're still a little tense. Just letting your arms hang heavy at your side or on your lap. Letting your hands and fingers relax. And moving your attention back into your torso, relaxing your lungs, chest area, your solar plexus, and your abdomen. Just allowing your abdomen to be soft. Relaxing your lower back and your hips. Relaxing your legs, your thighs, and your knees. Slowly moving down your shin and calf muscles. Relaxing your ankles and your feet, the arches of your feet, the top of your feet. And the ball of your foot, and all your toes, just relaxing those feet that move us around all day. And notice how your body feels a bit heavier in your seat. Maybe sinking a bit more into your cushion as we relax and let go. And now bringing your attention to your breath, and we'll follow the entire breath in, starting at the tip of our nose as we inhale, feeling the cool air enter the nostrils. We can feel that on the back of the throat, and the lungs and belly expand and contract as we exhale. That warm air on your upper lip. Just allowing your body to breathe naturally in its own natural rhythm. And we can observe the body just breathing naturally on its own. And the breath arises and falls away, just as the tides on a shoreline, the ebb and the flow. And we stay with that breath, just watching the body breathe. And if your thoughts come into your mind, that's fine. We can just acknowledge that we're thinking. No problem. Just coming back gently to the breath and beginning again, following the entire breath in and the entire breath out, staying with that natural rhythm of the breath. notice how your body has settled compared to the time when we began the meditation? Your thoughts have slowed down. Your body is relaxed. And we just stay with the observation of the breath. Hmm. Yeah, welcome everyone. I wanted to talk about beginning meditation. I think it's always good, even if you're a regular meditator, to kind of go back and review and start from the beginning and remind ourselves why we do this. And if you haven't created a regular practice, this is a this is a good time to listen on how to do that and what it's all about. Um, I am recording this, but you will not be recorded, so you don't need to worry about being on camera. And I also want to thank everyone who donated to A Positive Light. I really appreciate your donations. Every little bit is just means so much to us. And it helps so much to have guest teachers. And thank yourselves for being here to learn this helpful tool. So most people come to meditation to reduce stress or find a way to quiet their mind or generally just learn to relax. And in regarding mindfulness meditation, what mindfulness means is awareness or being fully aware of what's happening right now in this moment. And the meditation teacher, James Barris, explains it as mindfulness is simply being aware of what is and what's happening right now without wishing it were different and enjoying the pleasant without holding on when it changes, which it will, and being with the unpleasant without feeling it will be here forever, which it won't. One of the main reasons people tell me why they don't continue with a regular meditation practice is because they can't stop their mind from being so busy with thoughts. One important thing you want to be aware of is this: thoughts are just thoughts. They're just stories our brain makes up, often to help us understand something. It's how they work. Our brain is a thinking machine, it's a problem solver. So it's always evaluating and solving and finding answers to hundreds of thoughts that fly through our mind. It's doing its job. And our mind is naturally reactive. So if something seems like a threat, we respond involuntarily and then we move into that fight, flight, or freeze. And this all comes from our animal nature, from back in the caveman days when survival was under a constant threat. Our brain would let us know when a saber-toothed tiger was there and what we should do to survive. So the brain is a very important tool. We don't want to be mad at it. We don't want to judge or criticize ourselves when we have thoughts and reactions. Those are good things. It's kind of important that we have those survival reactions. But what isn't helpful is when we get stuck in a reactive behavior or ruminating on the past. Because reactivity can become a habit, and long-term habits are very difficult to break. So if say we're 50, 60 years old and we're just beginning mindfulness, we've had many years of learning how to not do that. So it's going to take a little while to teach your brain how to do this. But it's so helpful. I mean, life is difficult, right? Each day we are just literally bombarded with responsibilities, whether it's children or bosses or the state of the world or climate change or whatever. It can feel really overwhelming. And you may have heard about how mindfulness can rewire your brain. So we have these neural pathways in our brain that over the years, the repetitive behavior, they wear a deep groove in a pathway. And it makes it difficult to go in a different direction. If we've been doing this for so long, this repeated behavior, this reacting for so long, that's a deep groove. And it's really hard to go in a different direction than what we're used to. And this is really evident in addiction cases, and that's why it's so hard to recover from habitual harmful behavior. And as humans, we develop opinions, prejudices, and preferences, and other protective ways to think that are not necessarily helpful or healthy behaviors. So when our mind goes around and around with worry, for example, just we're caught in this wheel of thought, worry, worry, worry. We're creating an enormous amount of stress that really affects us emotionally and physically. And we're making those neural pathways deeper each time we repeat a habitual behavior. So, since life experiences teach us to be reactive and defensive, we have we have to put some effort into this, right? It takes a little bit of effort to make changes, to make something different. So, when we're practicing this, we're developing the habit of staying in a non-reactive state. So, we're rewiring our brain. And I can tell you it's well worth it. There's a couple people here tonight who changed drastically in the better since beginning their practice of a regular mindfulness meditation. And with the regular practice, we're not so reactive to any situation. We're better able to pause and take a breath and stand back and choose to respond in a healthy and non-reactive, defensive way to life situations, which reduces our stress. And each time we practice our mindfulness meditation, we're retraining, rewiring the brain to more naturally move into this new habit, even outside of our meditation. So as we train our brain to follow our breath, to let go of the thoughts, not get caught in the story that our thoughts are creating, we're really helping our body reduce stress too. So if people can get sick when they're really stressed, and meditation helps tremendously. Um, It's just so helpful in so many ways. And we take this with us outside. We don't just sit on the cushion for 10 or 15 or 20 minutes. We do that, and then we take that practice outside into the world with us. And so when we catch ourselves reacting to something, we can pause and go, "Oh, okay, I'm in a reactive state, but I want to practice this mindfulness thing." So I'm noticing how my body's feeling. I'm noticing my shoulders are going up, so I put them down. Maybe your stomach tightens up, so you soften your belly. When emotions affect us physically and we tense up like that, um, we've intentionally let go of those tensions in our body. And as we relax, our emotions settle down. So one affects the other just as much, whether it's an emotion causing stress in your body or your body relaxing, helping your emotions. So it's definitely a practice. And sitting on the cushion 10, 15, 20 minutes a day, twice a day would be perfect, but I know that might not be realistic for everyone. It's just really helpful. You have a tool to go to. You immediately, maybe even 10 minutes later after something has happened, you can go, oh yeah, I wanted to practice that meditation thing. I wanted to practice that mindfulness thing. And that's great because the fact is you caught yourself. You realized that you noticed it. So you're on your way to making this a new habit whenever you catch yourself. So before we begin, just a couple of helpful tools that you may go to. First of all, be kind to yourself. Don't judge or criticize yourself. There's really no right or wrong. And be patient. This is something new that you're learning. It takes time to create this new habit. When you're focusing on your breath, something that you can do that helps you focus rather than allow your thoughts to take off with you is to count. If you're inhaling, count to 3 or 5, and then on the exhale, count to 3 or 5, and continue to do that. And you'll notice that your thoughts kind of recede into the background a little bit. Or you can say to yourself, I'm breathing in. I'm aware that I'm breathing in. I'm breathing out. I'm aware that I'm breathing out. Or a mantra, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful and at ease. Any of those things really helps a lot. And I'll remind you about these as we're practicing tonight. And if the thoughts come up, each time you become aware of being caught in a thought, just gently bring your attention back to the breath and begin again. And your mind will wander off in a thought, and that's okay. It's how brains work. And we just come back to the breath and begin again. So remember, we're training the mind in something new. So patience is important. And I'll ring the bell to signal we're done at the end and leave a few minutes at the end for questions or comments. We'll begin keeping our eyes open for a few moments and just looking around and seeing what's around us, bringing our attention into the room you're in right here, right now, in this moment. Noticing the different colors in the room, the different textures, maybe noticing light and shadow. The shadows can make shapes on the wall behind them. So remind yourself as your mind wanders tonight in meditation that you're in this room and this is what is surrounding you. So go ahead and gently close your eyes, or you can soften your gaze in front of you if you're feeling sleepy. It helps to keep us awake. And again, taking a couple of breaths and just relaxing your body, getting comfortable. And as you're breathing in, notice any scent that you can pick up, any smell. Maybe there's some perfume or roses, or could be lingering scent from dinner, anything that your nose might pick up. And hearing any of the noises that may be in your room. There may be some creaking in the walls. Maybe you have a pet that you can hear. Or maybe it's raining outside with some wind. Just noticing the sounds that are surrounding you. And now bringing your attention to your body, noticing what kind of feeling sensations do you have. Maybe you can feel your clothing on your skin, or your hair on your neck. Or maybe there's different temperatures in the air. You might feel warmth or coolness. Noticing as you're sitting or lying down the contact points. They may feel warmer, or if your feet are on the floor, you might feel coolness. So we just want to notice all of the physical sensations. And we can notice our body sensations. Maybe there might be some tingling in your hands or legs. You might feel a pulse, a heartbeat. And now notice what kind of taste is in your mouth. Maybe there's some sort of flavor maybe remnants of taste from dinner, or maybe a minty taste if you brush your teeth. As we're doing this, we're being in these moments right here, right now, experiencing our body sensations. And now ask yourself what your feeling tone is. What type of mood are you experiencing right now? Maybe you're having a very peaceful mood, quiet. Maybe you're having, maybe you had a difficult day and you're feeling stress. Whatever mood you might sense, just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it being perfectly normal, and then coming back to the rhythm of your breath. And then we experience and follow the entire breath in and the entire breath out. You can count on both the in and out breath, or just remind yourself that you're breathing in and you're aware that you're breathing in and breathing out, aware that you're breathing out. You may notice that your in breath might be longer or shorter than your out breath. And you notice the pause in between the out breath and the in breath. And now you're feeling relaxed. The mind is much quieter. The body's relaxed. And we stay with that breath as it moves in and out of the body. And if you've gotten caught up in a thought, we just let that go and come back to the breath. Begin again. And you can repeat to yourself, may I be well. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be happy. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be free from fear. May I be free from fear. May I be free from sorrow. May I be free from sorrow. May I hold myself with great care and compassion. May I hold myself with great care and compassion. May I find peace and healing in this moment. May I find peace and healing in this moment. Oh, thank you everyone for meditating with me, being here. Sometimes I don't necessarily think as much as I just kind of drift into quiet places, and it's very nice. Um, yeah, you don't want to cling to that because desiring and clinging causes its own problems. But it's nice when that happens, isn't it? Let's kind of hang out there for a while and yeah. Have a great week, everyone. I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.